One of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 37.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
First and goal at the 1. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go now on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jordan Love keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Falcons nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
For the encore, if you know, you know. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Let's quit that team.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Henderson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
34-yard line.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down. It's Leonard, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Smith on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
4-yard loss.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Kevin King with a pick. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Falcons nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. Nowhere to go that time.
Ball carry.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40-yard
line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Haskins will throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
1st and 10.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Za'Darius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception, Love. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch 36 tonight.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Smith trying to run for it, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second down and goal. Haskins. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Dwayne Haskins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
To kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Working out of the gun. Love airing one out for Crowder, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Now Haskins on first down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At the 40.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw, Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From midfield now, Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off at the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
38-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henderson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again, Haskins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike score 2, Mike score 2. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Haskins going to throw again. And he finds Gronk. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, here's Smith. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Here we go. Check. 42's the mic. Check. Go, go. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, man.
From the gun, Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darrell Henderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Airing one out for Crowder. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A give to Smith out of the gun. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Crowder now to return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
15-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle made.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now a second down throw for Love here. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. But certainly not often that we see an offensive team kind of breathe a sigh of relief when a ball is tipped and falls incomplete. But when you've thrown 4 interceptions in the game, that actually counts as not progress, but counts as something good because it didn't go against your team, and now he gets a chance to make another throw.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Love to throw for it on 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check, Mike 42. Check. Hey, Mike 42. Here we go. Kill. Watch the safety creep. Go. Check, 42's the Mike.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 55 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Love from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Touchdown, Packers! Jay Sternberger, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Brings up
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Going up top. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
touchdown.
Jordan Love, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nate Gary. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Packers 42, Falcons 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, Their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out to the scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. The dream is bigger, only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I put away my heart all on my sleeve, yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for the game, I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought, yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me, yeah. I feel away my heart.